How's it going, guys? Warmage here for Aviation time. Today we'll be taking on the fourth leg of the Apennines bush trip from Bologna to Reggio Calabria. The Apennines going all the way down Italy. Today will be a fairly long video. It is the longest leg to date. It is 68.20 nautical miles and 32 minutes long. Here's what our arrival airport's looking at today. It looks like to be in a little mountain valley. We'll be flying today from San Egidio to Preturo. Winds are the same as always, and same with the flight conditions. The aircraft is in the X Cup, so a bush aircraft, even though the airport so far has been quite upkept, quite commercial. Once again, the flight length is 564 nautical miles, with a approximate duration of 4 hours 38 minutes on 9 legs. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this leg. If you do, drop a like, comment down below any video suggestions, flight suggestions, feedback, anything like that. Subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you know when we post any other bush trips, mod overviews, flights, anything like that. You'll be the first to know. Lastly, if you want to see any other videos from this bush trip, there's a playlist with all the bush trips and the mod, the World Update 9 itself. So if you want to see number like leg 1, 2, or 3, you can go over there. But with that being said, let's get started because this is going to be a long one. Alright, here we are. Spawned in where we ended the last time. It's going to be fun here because if you take a look, we're in the middle of the runway. Now I could probably take off on this, but I might taxi it back around. We seem to be in the middle of the airport, but that runway seems closer, and our first heading is pretty much due east. Release the parking brake. So make a left turn. Try to actually see where I am. Gonna take a right here. I almost just crashed. Would have been amazing. Not. Gotta make sure I tap the brakes because I don't fly this aircraft that often. How fast are we? Oh, we're actually really fast. 23 knots. So we're taxiing around. I don't know what the departure runway is. Oh. But we'll be off to the south. And our first waypoint today is Assisi. Okay, yep, almost just... I'm terrible with tail draggers, aren't I? I suck with these aircraft. Alright, runway 19 is what we're going to be on here for departure. Alright, looking better now. So we will depart and make a turn to the east. Let's take a quick look. Take a quick look at the waypoint. It's a 32-minute trip, leg number 4, and we're going 68 miles today. How many waypoints do we have today? We're looking at 8, and we're landing at Preturo. And let's get started. So Parking brake released. Flap set for departure. Landing lights on. And we'll throttle up. Here we go. Alright, we're moving. Full throttle. The nose is coming down. Rotate back. Positive rate. And we're airborne. Hold our positive rate until we get over the center of the airport and we'll make our left. About a full 90-degree turn. So, we have lifted back into the sky. We're heading southeast towards the town of Assisi, which lies on the northwest flank of Monte Subasio, one of the most prominent massifs of the northern portion of the Apennines. Once again, we're not going to use the back on track option because we just don't really. We're going to try to do this well. So we'll start our climb to around 2,000 feet is what I like. And we'll keep our eyes out for the town. Flaps can come up. We'll pitch down a little bit. And we're going to try to level off here. Keeping the eyes out for the town. I think I see it straight in front of us. It should be there. Yeah, this looks to be the town. We're going to try to level off. And so far so good. So, sun's rising over there to our left, not our left, it's like our 10 o'clock or something. I think there's a castle there. We're going to start a rolling right turn now. And turning towards around 147 degrees. And we'll fly over the western side of the mountain. Alright, so we're heading towards Foligno now. We're turning south, flying over the western margin of the mountain. The city that we're flying to is Ancient Roots, that is built around the Topino River. So it's about 7 miles, which is pretty far. Should take around 3 minutes 43 seconds on this leg. Make sure we stay on course. That should be the city ahead of us. We're still climbing, which I don't really like. I don't love that right now. Beautiful. So we're fully trimmed now. It's looking good. Wow, that view off the left is nice. We're turning over right. Take a photo of that. It's nice. We're slightly right on our heading. Keep it on track. So we're now passing over Foligno. We're then gonna turn right again to heading 170, and this is a very long. This one will be long, 13.5 miles, at a heading of 170, and we'll be flying nearly due south. We'll be continuing to follow the base of the mountains and the Riviera Maroggia to Spoleto, which is a city amid rolling hills adorned with vineyards and olive groves. So we'll try to keep an eye out for that. So I'll make a light turn now, heading 170. What a beautiful, it's a really nice view. So we're now heading 167, which is alright for now. We're about 2,000 feet above sea level right now, which I'm happy with. Okay, accidentally went full flaps. How is when I scroll here my flaps come down? Like, that's not it. So I guess there's that river it wants us to follow. Once again, heading 170, we're going to look for the city, vineyards, and olive gardens. Right now we're tracking along the river for the most part, which is good. That's what we want to keep doing. Holding the track. A lot of farms. I don't know what Italy's like. I know Italy's known for like their pasta, the pizza, all that, lasagna. But when it comes to these farms, I truly wonder what are these farms for? Vegetables, or is it grains, or is it like Something to think about. I think that's the city we're looking for right now. It seems to be about it. Looks about right. $120 knots flying there is really nice. Yeah, this is that stuff in the town we're looking for. Okay, I did not want to do that. I've tapped out there. Always looking for the thumbnails. So, passing over Salado now, we can see the river now passing through the city. I can see that. It's really nice. So we'll be making a left turn after this, which means we're gonna have to climb. So right now I'm actually not gonna trim to stay at level flight, because we are going to have to climb for the next waypoint most likely. Okay, so we're gonna start our climb and making our left turn. Left turn will be to 114 degrees. So we'll make that now, heading 144, and we'll start our climb. Oops, that's the wrong button. So we're now heading towards Monte Leone di Spoleto. It is the heart of the section of the Apennines. We're going to be passing over the River Nera, the largest tributary of the Tiber, and we will fly over Monte di Civitella, the highest peak in this region, to reach the remote town of Monte Leone di Spoleto, which is in an isolated valley, which I actually think I see on map. So 114, so I actually haven't made the turn yet. Perfect. We're kind of just letting it climb, because we do need to do that. A little bit of turbulence I'm finding. Trying to stay on heading. Alright, so we're coming over a big peak in the mountain. And that looks like the biggest peak. I mean, it's huge, looking like... Look at that winding road just fully up. 500, that's okay. So look at below us. That's the isolated town right there. So that's our aim. That's our point we're flying over. And now let's double check so I don't crash into a mountain. We're gonna be turning left, heading 089. So we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly nearly due east now, flying amid summits topping 6,000 feet above sea level to Lago di Scandarello, a long, narrow southwest-northeast trending reservoir tucked high into the valley. So it's another 13 miles that we're going. So we're looking for a 089er. And we'll see if we can make it over the summit. If we can't, we'll go around. I mean, we are definitely very high up right now. Yeah, no, we're not going to make it over this summit, so we will make a right, and we will end up going around. So we're going to have to try to keep our eyes out for the reservoir. Beautiful. Wow, look at that. Look at these rolling hills right in front of us.
500.
Alright, perfect. So we're making the left, and we'll attempt to get on course. That's the largest peak for a while, so we can kind of start to descent. A descent. Sending a bit fast though. So is this the reservoir? That's the question to ask. Yeah, this is definitely the valley. So we're now going to want to heading 109. Towards Lago. Oh wait, no. So we're hunting for the mountain town of Amaris, which I think is there. That looks to be it. That's probably Amaris, that town there. Yeah, for sure. And we're now going to want to heading 146. So now we're going towards Lago di Campotosto, which is a prominent valley, or we're going to fly through a prominent valley into the U-shaped Lago di Campotosto, an artificial lake created in the 1930s. And the highest mountain in the Apennines lies 10 miles to the southeast, which looks to be over there. So we're keeping our eyes peeled for the lake. Although I think I see it ahead of me. Alright, so that's our arrival airport there. So we have a while to go. Locate the aircraft. I think I see the lake in front of us on the map. Or that's it right there. Should also count. Oh no, it's right there. I think I'm way. I don't know where I went, but we'll make our way over there. We actually might have got lost, but we'll make it in the end. That mountain off our right is amazing. Over this hill we go. Beautiful. Look at this. There's just a random building on our left. Or whatever that is.
500.
Alright, we're gonna make a left. Could probably start a slow descent, but quite slow. Oh, that could be. If that's not a cloud, that's the mountain I was talking about, for sure. 100%. That's tall. That mountain's huge. Powering back just a little bit for the descent. Kind of drifting off. So we're coming up on the lake. It's somewhere around here. And that's our arrival airport. Due east. Where's this lake at? I don't see it yet. Unless it might be on this mountain, so maybe it was a good thing I didn't descend that much. Maybe it is a good thing I didn't descend. That's the mountain they were talking about, and it's huge. So this mountain, not a hill, what's it called? This lake seems to be on this hill, which makes sense. This lake looks wonderful. Whew. This looks amazing. Just to top this hill, I mean, I fear the worst for that town if the lake ever ran over its banks. I fear. Because, bad stuff can happen. Okay, so now that we're over the lake, right turn now, and I pressed the wrong button again. So, heading now 194 is what we're looking for. We're turning into a south-southwest heading, passing over a broad valley, and then landing at La Chia Preturo Airport, which lies just south of the village of San Vittorino. I don't know why I malfunctioned, but we're okay. So we're passing over the valley here, and it will be quite a steep descent into our arrival. Good heading, and we're on a very slow descent, which I also really like. The plane keeps trying to turn to our right. Alright, we're gonna have to descend quite fast into this valley. I see the airport runway is actually right there. So we're gonna power back almost fully, and we will start the descent into the valley. This is a cool visual. Don't want to descend too fast though. We are still a while away. So once again, we are landing at Plateau Airport. And we're keeping that descent rate fast. We're left of the runway right now. Another cool town at the base of the mountain. I like that. Alright, so we're gonna add some power. The runway's pretty long. But to be fair, we do need to descend. And we might not be descending fast enough. Descending at 1,400 feet a minute, and we're only at 90 knots, so that is an upside. It is an upside. And we can land long because obviously we start where we end, so we don't want to, if we use up very little of the runway, then it's like no point now. It's like do a 180 on the runway, turn around.
$500.
500 feet. We're still way above the descent path. We're definitely going to be floating here. Nice landing though. Tapping the brakes. Just letting her roll because we can go all the way to the end of the runway. That's not an issue. And you know what? Other than what I'm doing right now, because I can't control. Other than that, very nice landing. Staying center line. Staying center line. Successful. Nice touchdown. My ground roll was really bad, but we have survived. Once again, I do not nose over and cry to myself. That'd be terrible. But yeah, there we go. Little bit of brakes now to stop. Perfect. So that will complete leg number 4 of our Alpines bush tour, bush trip, whatever you want to call it, of the 9 legs. We have already done the first 3. Those are in other videos in the playlist. Make sure to check that out. But if you did enjoy this trip, it was a longer one. It might have been a little more difficult to watch. I'm not sure. That's really up to you. But as you see me navigate back. So that was from San Egidio to Preturo. Once again, that was 32 minutes and 68 miles, being the longest one so far. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like, comment down below any video suggestions, flight suggestions, feedback. It's all greatly appreciated. Subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications. You know when we post any new aviation content to the channel. Next video, leg number 5. It's a short one, only 13 minutes. So get ready for that, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.